Hi, this is Amy and welcome to Amy's Vlogs here in Germany. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing fine, safe and healthy. Some of you have been asking me about Germany, what happened lately, and I'm actually in a camper van now. We drove far away from home, tried to avoid the flood. Anyway, here's my story. We live 20 minutes drive away from the two dams, the Steinbachtalsperre and the Ruhrtalsperre, and it overflowed. It was raining continuously for 2 weeks, heavy rain. So the people here said that the amount of the water or the amount of the rain is for 2 weeks is like the amount of rain that they have for the whole year. So that's why there was flooding. The rivers got full, the dams got very full and overflowed. The dams, when you look at them, they're like lakes. It's like a big basin full of water, and that's where they get their hydroelectricity. And at the same time, it's like one of the tourist spots also in the national or the Ahrtal National Park. So in North Rhine Westfalia, I live in North Rhine Westfalia, some of the towns got badly damaged. Like in Bad Münstereifel, which is 30 minutes drive away from home, they have this old street. It's a shopping street, and it's an old street full of old houses. Some of them were even built during the 18th century, and then they got washed out by the flood. The people were not prepared because there was no storm warning. It was just raining continuously for 2 weeks. Then another town which was badly hit was Erftstadt. Erftstadt is the hometown of my husband. My mother-in-law lives there, my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law and their kid. So on July 15th, I got a call from our Filipino friend also living in Erftstadt, Ate Arlyn, and she told me to call my sister-in-law if she's okay to check on her because the water in Erftstadt was already rising. The Erft River was already overflowing. So at 12 noon, while I was preparing for our holiday, I was trying to pack up our things because a day later we're going to the Baltic Sea. So at 12 noon, I was checking on her. I was calling her, but there was no answer. From 12 noon till 7 or 6 in the evening. So I got so worried. I didn't know that there was no electricity, there was no internet connection. So I asked my husband to go there and check on her or pick her up, just in case, just to make sure that they're both safe. So we underestimated the flood. We really didn't think that it will get that worse. Although a day before, it was already flooding in Rhineland-Pfalz, the neighboring state of North Rhine-Westphalia. Like for example, in Bad Sinzig, I heard that there were 12 people who died in the home for the disabled people because they got trapped in there. In Ahrtal, which is one of the tourist spots also in the Rhineland-Pfalz because they have good wine. So it also got badly hit. Many houses collapsed and many cars got washed away. So it was really big. So that's why we thought that, okay, that happened in Rhineland-Pfalz. It may not happen in our neighboring state or maybe in Erftstadt because Erftstadt is a little bit far away from the dams. In my city, I live in Düren, and they call it the mouth of the Eifel. We're closer to the dams, but I live on the higher ground. The lower part of the city also got flooded. They were complaining about their basements full of water, but luckily in my place there was a little water, but thank God hindi siya tumaas. Now my brother went to Erftstadt, and then he picked up my sister-in-law and her baby, and the usual 20-minute drive, it took them 1 hour to reach our place. My husband said he had to do rerouting a lot of rerouting to avoid the flood. And then later did I know, or little did I know, na one highway was full of water already. The cars were floating there already, and they said that the flood water is up already, or was up already to the neck of the people there. So it was a little bit high. But the rescue operations were quite impressive, because there were many ambulances, fire trucks, and helicopters on standby to evacuate the people. The minute that the water was rising in the Erft River, they started evacuating the people. So the rescue operations was quite impressive. The people, the local residents, they started helping each other. As of now, there's still no electricity in the area in Erftstadt. In Lommersum, for example, some houses collapsed there, and one old castle. So you cannot get in there because they are still clearing up the debris. One good thing is the local residents are helping each other. In fact, even the residents who have tractors and trucks, they also helped with the rescue operations. And then those who have no electricity or no connections right now, they connect to those who have energy, because the people there offered their connections, electrical connections. Tama ba yun? Yung kuryente nila, they offered it to the people who have no energy yet. And then the local residents also started clearing up the debris, helping each other, and yeah, it's very impressive. Although it's sad because there are more than 155 people who died, and then there's still 150 plus who are missing, and more than 2 billion euros damages, 2 million euros of infrastructures and roads which got damaged. So it's very sad. They call it here the disaster of the century. But the authorities and the government are on top of it. I heard that Angela Merkel went there, Chancellor Angela Merkel went there, and the minister here in NRV, Minister Armin Laschet went there to check the damages and to assess whatever they can help. They already released financial aid to the victims. So I guess they're on top of everything. Well, what I'm trying to say is I am safe. For those who are worried about me and my family, thank you so much for checking on me. And maraming salamat for the concern. I have some clips that I want to show you. I got them from a dear friend of mine in Erftstadt, Ate Arlyn Reyes. Thanks a lot, Ate Arlyn. She took the videos when the water was rising there, and maybe some pictures also that I got from my sister-in-law. So here are the video clips and the pictures that I have collected about the flooding here in Germany.
Yan yung street nila, Sister Eva. Mas mataas pa kanina. Yan ang street. Mas mataas pa yan kanina. Ngayon medyo mukha na. Yeah.
Ihr müsst euch auch was lassen für den Moment, wo ihr nach Hause geht. Ihr müsst euch auch mal was drin lassen für den Moment, wo ihr nach Hause geht.
Nein, wir kommen nach Hause.
Ja, dann schlaft ihr bei mir. Zieh mal die Couch auf, schlaft dann bei mir.
Ja, ich hole die Beste und ich komme dann auch nachher bei dir, weil ich hoffe, zum Essen.
Ja.
Aber erst Moment, wir
Da
warten.
ist noch ein Süppchen mit Nudeln.
Ja,
und
ja, ja, ich guck mal
Hähnchenfleisch.
gleich.
Ja. Ja. Der arme Rappo.
Okay guys, we're back from our 1 week holiday, and it's also been a week after the flood. We ran away from the flood anyway. And then we're here in Erftstadt, and we're checking now how are things here, and we're also visiting our relatives here, my husband's mom and my sister-in-law. Then we're going to check also some of the areas here. How are they? Are they badly damaged? And what is going on here now? So, let's see.
That's where Matthew.
Oh, McDonald's.
Last week this area was flooded, so you cannot get through here. And you can see that some people are throwing away their furnitures which got wet. And we are in Lashinish.
Here is not severely hit.
Yeah.
We're like only knee deep here.
It was only knee deep. That one is a drive-in test center. That is new, that they don't have that last time.
No, so a long time.
So there is the Erft. The Erft River. That was the culprit. No.
Over
It
there, you see
overflowed.
one house that
Yeah, there's one house that collapsed over there, and there's the hospital. So there you go.
There's the lake.
Oh, see, that's not a lake. That's a field.
Yeah,
See, and those are wheats. So they
all flooded here.
got flooded. Crops are damaged. See, got flooded. You imagine that this house and all the things that they're still muddy. See, Daddy, can you please that still muddy? Can you imagine that? Sad, sad.
Bis ganz oben. So hoch.
Hmm?
Ito yung sa loob ng cranken house. Hanggang dito yung basa. Para siyang dead hospital. Ayan yung gamit mga. Ayan. Talagang hanggang dyan. So, hanggang dibdib.
So now let's see what's going on here. This is the highway or the road that was full of water last week, and where many cars got stuck and floating. They're trying to clean it up now because it's still muddy. So here last week the water was high, and then many cars were floating. So they closed it, and then it got muddy, of course. Now they're trying to clean it up, trying to put the mud away. Probably in 3 to 4 days this will be open again, if there's no big damage. As of now, you can only see that it got muddy after the water subsided. They're clearing it up, they're cleaning it up. And then the heavily damaged part of Erftstadt is there, the town called Lommersum, and there we cannot go inside, we cannot get in because the police are stopping us. So the rescuers are there, and the cleaners are there, and volunteers. So the firefighters and the police, so we cannot get in there.
Aufgesaugt werden. Da ist ja die Bereitschaft.
Slow down, please.
The car's behind.
Da ist wieder der Bagger. I think I will help, Mommy.
Yeah.
I think I will help. Maybe I can invent a giant vacuum cleaner.
Big asa dyan sa bubong.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ay, amura ang ano, no? Amura inyong ano kauna, no? Pagkasal ninyo da, no?
Amura ng tubig nga normal.
Uud.
Lapabi ug jaas tabi ho.
Uud. Yeah.
Amuran kalala agad ang tubig.
Pero naga nga nag-overflow.
Dam sa Lommersum.
Okay, so this is the river Erft. Yeah.
The brown one.
Yeah. True. And then my cracks na ang bridge. So, yeah, that is so sad. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that is the reason why. Yeah, oh. Yeah. Sabi no? Those are garden houses, no?
Yes.
Totally washed out, no?
Asa sa pinapagid na bridge.
Oh. Yeah, I can understand if they have to change the soil. And look at the damp, the garbage over there. The pira ka balay ang gin-demolish.